Read Write is a highly structured reading empowerment program. We'll begin cycling page 6. It seeks to rewire the neural network of the brain specific for reading. Usually the first things that parents will see in a struggling reader is lack of fluency. You'll also see them struggling to understand what they read, an avoidance of reading, whether it be at school or at home. Their grades will begin to drop as the student gets older, and then they will eventually see kind of a drop in their self-esteem.
Quinn was our first grandchild, and that in the early days we saw quite a lot of promise. Her ability to understand people, her mother's phone, technology on her little pad, her ability to play cards. She beat me at Old Maid, so there was no problem with intelligence here.
I would sit down with her and we would read a book together, and she simply could not read the words.
She was stagnant. She was just staying in the first grade, in terms of reading.
As you can imagine, a student who has a reading problem or has struggled with reading for a period of time has figured out ways to kind of hide this deficiency.
You almost have to be smarter not to be able to read to keep everybody from knowing that you can't. But eventually it becomes an insurmountable problem.
She maintained relatively good grades in other subject matters, but in the reading, she just was not making any progress.
Many students even lose hope that they'll ever be able to be a good reader.
She drew a picture of a little girl that was crying, and underneath it says, "I can't read." You see a young girl developing that knows that she can't read like her peers can, and it's having a devastating effect. There are problems brewing here that are not going to solve themselves.
When a student comes in for Read Write, we do an initial Read Write consultation, which consists of 2 or 3 passages, short passages of reading that they will read to us while we record and take notes.
Initial consultation, September 6, 2017.
The puppy was tired and made what to make. They drove into the parking lot.
Significant growth in a student's reading comes really in a relatively short period of time with Read Write.
Little panda love to eat and eat and eat. Mama Panda said, "Be careful what you eat, little panda. Don't get a wumble gumble tummy ache."
The Read Write methodology uses the foundation of deliberate practice, which is practice that is purposeful and systematic. Once they begin to judge their own reads, then that neural network is being rewired, and they're reading for comprehension and comprehension alone. They're understanding what they read, and that's what makes their reading excellent.
It was really quite soon after she started working with Read Write. In the first 3 months or so of the program, she had just made significant improvements. There was corresponding school testing done at this same period of time, and it documented and validated the fact that she had made significant gains.
Our goal is to get the child above a 50% national rank for reading, and also to get them reading on grade level and above. We do a kind of a check-in session with the parents or guardians of our students after the 30th day. And we just ask them what are they seeing in their child's reading, and the number one response is always, we have seen a boost in their confidence.
It wasn't until the Read Write program that we got on track.
We saw results. We saw results quickly after many forms and types of interventions were tried. This was the one thing that allowed her to be able to develop her reading skills.